You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. If you love somebody, let them go, for if they return, they were always yours. If they don't, they never were. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Beauty is not in the face. Beauty is a light in the heart. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. And forget not that the earth delights to feel your bare feet, and the winds long to play with your hair. Tenderness and kindness are not signs of weakness and despair, but manifestations of strength and resolution. We are all like the bright moon. We still have our darker side. Generosity is giving more than you can, and pride is taking less than you need. To be little, you have to be little. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. Love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. Friendship is always a sweet responsibility, never an opportunity. You may forget with whom you laughed, but you will never forget with whom you wept. Music is the language of the spirit. It opens the secret of life, bringing peace, abolishing strife. Solitude has soft, silky hands, but with strong fingers it grasps the heart and makes it ache with sorrow. Trees are poems that the earth writes upon the sky. When you reach the end of what you should know, you will be at the beginning of what you should sense. My loneliness was born when men praised my talkative faults and blamed my silent virtues. Trust in dreams, for in them is the hidden gate to eternity. One's own religion is, after all, a matter between oneself and one's maker and no one else's. And God said, "Love your enemy," and I obeyed him and loved myself. An eye for an eye, and the whole world would be blind. Between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. The real test of good manners is to be able to put up with bad manners pleasantly. Sadness is but a wall between two gardens. Forgetfulness is a form of freedom. Much of your pain is self-chosen. The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain. Your daily life is your temple and your religion. Verily, the lust for comfort murders the passion of the soul and then walks grinning in the funeral. We are all prisoners, but some of us are in cells with windows and some without. Safeguarding the rights of others is the most noble and beautiful end of a human being. Faith is an oasis in the heart which will never be reached by the caravan of thinking. There must be something strangely sacred in salt. It is in our tears and in the sea. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Tell your secret to the wind, but don't blame it for telling the trees. He who seeks ecstasy and love should not complain of suffering. Life without liberty is like a body without spirit. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. The most pitiful among men is he who turns his dreams into silver and gold. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. Your joy is your sorrow unmasked. When you love, you should not say, "God is in my heart," but rather, "I am in the heart of God." Strange, the desire for certain pleasures is a part of my pain. Love and doubts are not on speaking terms. Your clothes conceal much of your beauty, yet they hide not the unbeautiful. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Your hearts know in silence the secrets of the days and the nights. All that spirits desire, spirits attain. For thought is a bird of space that in a cage of words may indeed unfold its wings but cannot fly. I would not exchange the laughter of my heart for the fortunes of the multitudes. A friend who is far away is sometimes much nearer than one who is at hand. You cannot laugh and be unkind at the same time. Love provided me with a tongue and tears. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. For life and death are one, even as the river and the sea are one. Faith is a knowledge within the heart, beyond the reach of proof. Let there be no purpose in friendship, save the deepening of the spirit. Only when you drink from the river of silence shall you indeed sing. Doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. For in the dew of little things, the heart finds its morning and is refreshed. He who is more mindful of one loses the love and the faith of both. Love is quivering happiness. The lust for comfort kills the passions of the soul. If your heart is a volcano, how shall you expect flowers to bloom? A little knowledge that acts is worth infinitely more than much knowledge that is idle. You see but your shadow when you turn your back to the sun. God listens not to your words, save when He Himself utters them through your lips. Remembrance is a form of meeting. All our words are but crumbs that fall down from the feast of the mind.